Armenia in the 1st century BC. In the previous film, we told about the Armenia of the Arvantones. Followed the conquests of Alexander the Great, saw how Rome and Parthia turned into empires, and how Armenia developed a strong, steadfast position between the two. Obtaining the throne of Greater Armenia, Artaxerxes started returning countries that had been seized from Armenia. He humbled the tribes of the Caucasus, thus reaching the shores of the Black Sea. He captured the shores of the Caspian Sea from Adrabadagan, or Atropatene, and from the Seleucids, he captured the northern Mediterranean, and then, in the words of Moses Hoyanatsi, reached the borders of where the Armenian language was spoken, the whole country thusly speaking one language. Artaxerxes was called the Great and Emperor. He brought lasting peace to the Armenian world and drew just borders for the people, on which his royal words were written in the Armenian language. Roman historians described the times after Artaxerxes in this way. The Parthians fought against the Armenians many times, and not once were they able to defeat them. Yet an unequal war was taking place in the land of Armenia, and the Armenians were forced to concede territories, not to mention they agreed to give the king's son, Dikron, as hostage. Dikron remained a hostage for 15 years. During this time, he formed a great plan, one he would reach upon his return to Armenia. In 95 BC, Dikron gained the throne of Greater Armenia, after which he joined Armenian Sopk to Armenia. This was only a signal of things to come. The Parthians started to become restless when they saw Dikron training the Armenian army using Parthian methods, and with amazing speed increasing the size of his mounted army. As described by Hoyanatsi, he put his men on horses, gave his slingers bows and arrows, armed others with swords, and gave shields to those without armor. The very sight of all this, enough to send shivers into the enemy.